In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 dividend stocks that typically pay in May as part of a 12-part series of getting all of those monthly dividend incomes and having the correct payment dates. So let's get right into it. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. If you seek financial advice, please see a licensed professional. Firstly, the tobacco giant, which pays quarterly, which is British American Tobacco, LSEBATS, on a dividend yield of roughly 6.5%. They do have a high dividend payout ratio of 81%, and that would be concerning for most companies. However, tobacco is a high profit generating business, and they have such high profit margins that it isn't as much of an issue. If they're expanding out into more electronic devices such as vapes and e-cigarettes, and perhaps they do need more money to reinvest into the company. But for the sake of dividends and dividend growth, it is great for investors. Although I personally wouldn't buy this stock unless it is less than £25 per share. Reckitt Benckiser offers a lower dividend yield of around 2.5% and only pays 2 times per year. Currently, they are paying a dividend whilst loss making, and yes, that is an issue for the long-term sustainability as they will have to take up debt. However, if they are still committed to pay their dividend during a time like this, then it could look promising for future potential problems. If there is an upcoming recession and, for instance, many companies cut the dividend, this company may not. They've also paid a dividend for the last 20 years plus, don't quite grow it year on year. For some reason, they seem to pause their growth on occasional years. Personally, if I were to buy this stock, I'd look for a price of around £55 per share. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please consider subscribing for weekly portfolio updates and monthly stock picks for the Ftse 100 and the Ftse 250. Thank you. The next option is an infrastructure investment trust called Greencoat UK Wind, or LSE UKW. This invests in wind renewable energy such as wind turbines, and I think they can also invest in other renewable forms of energy. This trust has a dividend yield of around 5% and a dividend frequency of 4 times per year. Currently their payout ratio is 221%, and I think this is because of the falling prices for energy right now. I would aim to purchase this at around £1.10 per share, as you'd see significant growth there on out. The lowest dividend yielding stock on this list is the London Stock Exchange Group, LSE. Currently, they offer a dividend yield of around 0.8% and a dividend frequency of 2 times per year. However, it's not really the dividend you look at with this stock, it's the excellent capital growth that they provide. And over the last 5 years, they've returned 260% with dividends reinvested. I suspect this is due to stocks being cheap due to the low interest rates, and therefore they are benefiting greatly from this. And so personally, I would add this to my portfolio in contrast to banks or insurers, as it offers more diversification. Interest rates rise, the banks and the insurers will benefit greatly. Interest rates fall, then the London Stock Exchange Group means that stocks are more valuable and therefore they gain a bonus. This is a hard position to start, and if I was looking to jump in, I'd look for around £60 per share, but it may never touch this figure again. And so for most people, it's best just to jump in and just slowly average your way through this position. RELX is a commercial service providing analytic tools for businesses. They have a yield of around 2.35% and have a dividend frequency of 2 times per year. Currently, they have a payout ratio of 59%, which I think is great. It allows them to reinvest profits into their company and also continue to grow their dividend. If you'd owned this company for the last 5 years, you would have seen a return of 99.7% with dividends reinvested. And all of these companies listed here typically pay their dividends in May as well as other months. And if you're interested in which Ftse 100 dividend stock I'm buying in June 2020, then click the card at the top right of the video. Thank you for watching. I'm Osborne Foreman. Have a great day.